Ladies and gentlemen, a bombshell has been dropped in the Nigerian political arena. Peter Obi, the presidential candidate who has captured the hearts of millions with his message of hope and change, has made a bold declaration that is sending shocking waves across the nation. With unwavering conviction and unshakable confidence, he has proclaimed, "I never stated anywhere that I would be vice president to anyone. I am not desperate for power." These words are not just a statement, but a testament to a man who is unapologetically himself, unwavering in his vision and unrelenting in his pursuit for a better Nigeria. In a world where political expediency and compromise are the norms, Peter Obi stands tall, refusing to sacrifice his value and principle on the altar of power. As we dive into the mind and the heart of this enigmatic leader, we will explore what drives his unshakable conviction, his unwavering commitment to his vision, and the implication of his bold declaration for Nigerians' future. Get ready to be inspired, challenged, and motivated to rethink the very fabric of leadership and power. I never stated anywhere that I will be vice president to anyone. I am not desperate for power. I have been inundated with calls and concerns regarding the interview I granted to News Central TV. In that interview, I took the opportunity it provided to explain my position in detail. However, some fifth columnists have resorted to propaganda, deliberately distorting the narrative. Let me reiterate clearly what I said, which is on record. I do not want to be one of those preoccupied with 2027, while Nigerians are suffering from hunger, poverty, insecurity, and other pressing challenges. When I was asked about collaboration, I explicitly stated my openness to working with others, provided their intentions were not centered on state capture. I emphasized my commitment to partnering with those who share my vision for advancing Nigerians' progress. I also made it clear that I remain committed to the Labour Party, and if anyone wishes to negotiate or join forces, they must disclose their true intentions. As I have always maintained, I am not desperate to become president, but I am determined to see Nigeria work. Likewise, I am not desperate for any position at all, as I believe I can make contributions, as I am already doing, without occupying any. When 2027 arrives, if I decide to run for any office, it will not be with those whose sole aim is state capture or merely winning an election. I want them to explain how we will ensure that no child is left behind, and how we will bring millions of out-of-school children back into classrooms, ensure healthy living, and pull people out of poverty. My statement was unequivocal. I was genuinely surprised by the misrepresentation of my words. For the avoidance of doubts, I never stated any time that I would be vice president to anyone. It's unequivocal. I have consistently maintained that I am open to working with those committed to building a new Nigeria. My commitment to Nigeria remains steadfast, and I even believe it is possible to contribute to its progress without occupying any office, as I am already doing. This tweet is from Mr. Peter Obi. Guys, yesterday it was trending in all the social media that Mr. Peter Obi, our principal, have decided to become vice president. Even before now, if you could remember, I think 2 to 3 months ago, there is this banner or this poster of Peter Obi being the vice president of Seraki. Apart from that one, another one started trending on the social media. Peter Obi being the vice president of Atiku, as if we have seen the last of it. We also saw Peter Obi and El Rufai So these have been trending on the social media that Mr. Peter Obi, our principal, wants to be the vice president of any of those candidates. I was wondering, is it what Obedient Family stands for? Is it the ideology of the Obedient movement? Because why we all join the Obedient movement is for Mr. Peter Obi to actualize his dream. It's for Mr. Peter Obi to become the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, because we all believed in him. Don't forget that among all the three major parties or the three candidates that came out in 2023, Peter Obi was adjudged the best. Oh yes, go and check. Go through all the social media, all the media spaces. You found out that Peter Obi was adjudged the best among Tinubu, himself, and Atiku Abubakar. Even though they say he came a distant third, which all of us know that Peter Obi actually won that election. Peter Obi was the best. So yesterday, when the thing started trending on the social media that Mr. Peter Obi have decided that he wants to be the vice president, I was like wondering, because Peter Obi normally tells us that he is not desperate to be the president of Nigeria. Rather, he is desperate to see Nigeria work. How come? I listened to that interview at News Central TV. Yes, I heard Mr. Peter Obi saying the same thing, that he is not desperate to be the president. Rather, he wants to see Nigeria work. And he is open to work with any candidate that, that likes his vision. Among the three major candidates, anyone that likes his vision, that he is open to working with them. Before you could say Jack, what we saw on the pages of newspapers, on the social media, was that Peter Obi have decided that he is going to be the vice president. For what? For what? How can PO become the vice president of people that we know that they are not capable? How can PO become the vice president of an Atiku who is heading to 80 years? How can a PO be the vice president of Kwankwaso? You remember what Kwankwaso told us before the 2023 presidential election? He told Mr. PO that I cannot become your vice president because the North will not allow that, because the North knows my pedigree. What happened? What happened? He only won Kano, but PO won so many states. So how can PO now become the vice president of a Kwankwaso or a former what's that his name? Former Senate president? It cannot happen. I am saying it and I will say it again. If PO is not coming out as a presidential candidate, we Obedient family members, we are not going to vote. We will not vote for him. Oh yes. If PO fails to secure the presidential ticket of the top parties and decided that he is coming out to be the vice president of whosoever party, we the Obedient members will not vote for him. This is our stand. Guys, you've heard me. This is our stand. We have decided and we have resolved that we are not going to back PO as a vice presidential candidate. I don't know what you guys think. I need you guys to drop a comment for me. Drop a comment. Let us know what you think. Do you want a PO to be a vice presidential candidate when we know that he is capable, better than other candidates? What do you think?